Hi guys, I am just going to use my budget planner from the Money Fox today. I did buy it about a year ago, but I believe there are new ones available. Because it has a bills calendar, so I can keep track of all my bills, and because it's undated, I can do it for a time that suits me. So I get paid about a week before the end of the month, which means I chose to start this from the 20th because I think my money's going to hit the 20th this month. My payslip is now available, so I've just stated that for a time that suits me. And then it's got a space here for your income. You can list all your fixed expenses, your variables, savings, sinking funds, and your debts. It does also have a section for extra income and more debt, saving, and sinking funds. And then if you want to track your expenses, want to track your side hustles, savings, and your debts. And then it's got an end of month analysis for what all your targets were and whether you met them, and then you can see how you compare over the year. I probably am only going to stick to these 2 pages, and I thought I could fill this out today in preparation for payday. So firstly, I'm going to write all my bills down. So my bills start on the 22nd when we have water. And then my mortgage comes out on the 23rd, and then council tax the 27th, and then on the 1st I'll have home insurance, and then I believe on the 6th I have my phone bill, and then the last ones are my Wi-Fi and just my iCloud that come out on the 8th. So here, now looking at this, I put these into my fixed expenses. So we've got the 22nd for my water, which is £35. I've got the 23rd, which is mortgage, which is £694. Just checking you can read that on there. Yeah. So I'm writing in pencil just because I prefer it, to be honest. My council tax on the 27th is £90 because I do get a single person discount on that. House insurance on the 1st, £22, 10 technically. On the 6th, my phone bill, this is just under £57. And on the 8th, we've got my Wi-Fi and iCloud. So iCloud is £3, Wi-Fi is £30. And I did get this on a deal where I don't pay for it for the first few months. But I am still going to include it because then this can add up with my buffer, which I'm going to keep in as £19, because I believe if I add up my 35 at 694, add 90, add the 22, add 57, add 30, add £3 is 931. So if I allow for a £19 buffer in case any bills are slightly more expensive, then that is a straight £950 to be kept in my fixed expenses this month. Well, most months really. Sorry, I missed out a very obvious thing, my income. So this is from my main job, and this, I looked at my pay today, is going to be £2,026.58 for October. And I still count it as October, even though I'm basically going to be using it in November because of how the pay periods work. So I think first I'm going to move on, fill my debts in, because I have the sofa, the holiday, I owe my dad, and I owe my mum. So the sofa, I'm going to add 15, holiday, I'll add 30. That then brings me up to £60 in there, which can pay off the deposit for one person. £20 to my dad and 25 to my mum, since hers is bigger. And altogether that'll be 30, 50, 65, £90. So that's all the debt. The savings account is going to be house renovation. I'm going to add 100 to that at the minute. And then I'm also going to have my emergency fund, which will get 30. My holiday spending, which I'm not going to put any in. Mortgage overpayments is not going to get any either. So that'll be £130 in my savings. Now my variables are going to be gas, which is just standing charge at the minute, so that's just £15. Electric, which is £25. Food shop, this is just like extra little bits I want, I'm going to allow 20. Petrol to get me to and from work is 200. The hairdressers, this is 20 a month because I usually go every other month. And work socials, so allowing 20 to cover me to go one time a month. So all of this should come to 220, 240, 260. Add the 40 from that is £300. And then we have sinking funds. So what I'm going to do is put in skincare at £100. That's if I don't add any treatments on, so I think that's fine. Car maintenance, I'm looking to get some work done, so I'll add 100 to that. Birthdays, there are a couple coming up in January, so I'm going to add 20 now to get ahead. Christmas, that is coming up a lot sooner than January, so I'm going to add 100 so I can start shopping. And then I'm going to add car insurance, so I'm going to add 25 to that to get it started, because that will be coming up sooner than I think. And my MOT, I'm adding 5 to. Now I'm also going to just extend my sinking funds over here, because quite frankly I need more room. So I'm also going to have a section for car tax, but that's not getting any this month. And then gifts and home maintenance, and these aren't getting any this month, but it's more just for tracking it. So I've got 100, 200, 220, 320, £350. And what I did forget to include on here is just like me spending money. So just any like treats as I'm out and about. So I'm going to allow £50 a week. So that's actually 500 now. So all in all, I think that's everything. Let's see how we do. So we've got 2026.58 minus 950 bills minus 130 savings, 500 variable, 350 sinking funds, and 90 for debt. So that allows me £6.58. And depending on whether I get this in all in change or I get a £5 note, depends whether I will be using that £5 too. But that £1.58 can go straight into my coin saving challenges. So on payday, I will be leaving £950 in my bank for my bills, and an extra 100 for the house renovation because I'm keeping that in my bank, and then I will be withdrawing the rest of the money and adding that to the different wallets. But just doing this helps me keep track of what everything is. So join me on Friday when I'll be doing my first monthly cash stuff.